So up until recently, I didn't really have an office setup I was particularly proud of, but I think I'm finally ready to show off what I've built over the last year or so. What's up everyone, I'm Joe, and this is my desk setup early 2019. So for me, the easiest part of my setup was always picking out furniture, and since there's an IKEA here in town, it made it really simple. Now for my main workspace, I decided to go with the black-brown Malm series desk. Now just so you guys know, this desk is kind of small, but I really like the compact design. So just to the right, I have an Alux drawer unit, which I'm sure most of you are already pretty familiar with, and this definitely helps fill in the gap of extra storage need that my desk kind of leaves, and adds some additional surface area if needed. I also picked up a Malm 3-chest drawer unit, and again, that just provides a bit of extra storage, and also happens to double as a nice surface to get some footage for my product reviews. So on top of the chest of drawers, I have a nice little table lamp, of course, from IKEA again, and a Bal Funko vinyl, which is probably one of my favorite figures by Funko to date. Moving back to my main setup, front and center is my 2017 27-inch 5K Imac. This is the base configuration for the mid-priced $2,000 version, and it comes with a 3.5 GHz i5 processor, 8 gigs of RAM, 1 TB Fusion drive, and a Radeon Pro 575 graphics card with 4 gigs of memory. I've got to say, I really love the 5K display here. It's super sharp and crisp, and I have to admit, I'm definitely a sucker for a glossy finished screen. Now, since there aren't any real height adjustments on my iMac, I decided to pick up a monitor stand and found this glass stand on Amazon for pretty cheap. I think it gives my desktop a little bit more of a classy touch, and I was actually able to light the stand itself with just a very cheap light kit that I also found from Amazon. Underneath the stand, you'll find 6 TB of external storage. This is the Lacy Porsche Design external hard drive for desktops, and overall, it's a great cheap solution that also looks really good as well. It's definitely not the fastest storage around, but it definitely gets the job done. Taking a look at some of my peripherals, I'm using an aluminum silver Matias wireless Apple keyboard, paired with probably the king of productivity right now, the Master MX2 mouse, which is also sitting on an aluminum mousepad. I really love this combination as it fits great into my workflow. For my internet connectivity needs, I am using the Google Wi-Fi mesh network, and I absolutely love it. I picked this up when I moved into my new house, and the mesh network helps keep all my devices connected wirelessly without really compromising speed or even signal strength. I can monitor my network while away, or easily grant and remove access to devices, make configuration changes, all of that stuff pretty much seamlessly through the app. I can't speak for all other mesh networks, but I highly recommend this setup. Adorning the left and right of my desk are a pair of Jack and Sally mugs that I did a little customization to help give them a unique look. I filled each with some gravel, which allowed me to add some fake succulents to Sally, and then I handmade a tree to go in the Jack mug. Overall, I think this gives my setup a little bit of a whimsical, kind of unique feel. And just to take that a little bit further and add a little more of a personal touch, above my desk I have a baseball bat display case full of Rick and Morty pops. In case you guys haven't already noticed, I'm a pretty big fan of both Rick and Morty and Funko. So comfort while editing is a pretty big deal, which is why I decided to go with the IKEA Marcus chair. And for the most part, it keeps me pretty comfortable during long editing sessions, and I couldn't be happier with it overall. It has almost all the adjustments you would want from a chair. However, the armrests are a little bit lacking and probably my least favorite part. Well, actually, that's probably not completely true. My least favorite part was the cheap plastic janky wheels that came on the chair. They're pretty awful, but I easily replaced them with some third-party rollerblade wheels, and they are pretty awesome. So finally, I'm recording this voiceover on the Rode NT1 XLR condenser mic, and that's mounted to the Rode PSA-1 Studio boom arm. The arm can be clamped or mounted directly to your desk like I have chosen to do here. I've got to say, this mic is really awesome and probably one of the best I've personally ever used. I have the NT1 running through the M-Audio M-Trax 2x2 audio interface, which allows me to connect directly to my Mac. This also allows me to plug in my monitoring headphones, the Audio Technica M50Xs. Yep, I'm still using these trusty pair of cans all these years later. Why mess with perfection? So to sum it all up, I have a long way to go with my desk setup. This is just kind of what I'm starting off with. I could definitely improve a lot of the items here, but I wanted to give you guys a tour as to what I'm working with on the daily when I'm editing my videos. Alright, well that does it for another video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. I'll see you next time. See ya.